Hey guys, welcome back to the Imperfect Dietitian. I thought I would share with you kind of my experience over the holidays because, of course, the name of this YouTube channel is Imperfect Dietitian. And, I have a handful of clients that I've been speaking to all the way from Halloween, Thanksgiving, and into Christmas and the holidays about making smart decisions in order to prevent weight gain, to help keep stress levels down, in order to optimize mental and physical performance. But being an imperfect person, I kind of find myself falling off the wagon a bit myself. And just wanted to kind of share with you that it's right now between Christmas and New Year's. And, I certainly watched my consumption of the refined carbohydrates and alcohol increase. And with the increase in that consumption, I also found the cravings then increasing. And so it's that kind of domino effect that as soon as you open the floodgate, it's like, whoo, and it just takes off on you and you start craving it more. And, that's certainly what I experienced. And I think that goes true with most people out there. So, my hidden pitfall was a little bit more alcohol. My wife found my mother's original sugar cookie recipe, and we made them using an alternative gluten-free flour, which doesn't mean anything. If you're celiac or avoiding gluten, that's one thing, but to eat gluten-free flour instead of normal flour, as far as the glycemic index and weight gain and blood sugar fluctuations, there's no difference. And so that's what I experienced. Yes, they were delicious, and yes, they brought me back to my youth. But I also realized that it also opened up that world of addiction to the sugars and the carbs. Because let's face it, carbohydrates and sugar are addicting. We're all food addicts. We're all addicts, and we're in the bar of life kind of thing. And so you can't be an alcoholic and hang out in a bar, but yet here we are, sugar addicts, in that our life is just flooded with refined carbohydrates and sugars and things like that. It's tough. I know it's tough. I struggle with it as well. I've fought those battles and I've come through on the other side, and I acknowledge my issues and my problems with these kinds of things. And I guess what I'm trying to do is, show my vulnerability, and hopefully you guys can acknowledge yours. And, when it comes to stress and anxiety and things like that, we depend too much on alcohol and refined grains and sugar as a medication, as a drug, in order to help reduce stress. But it's basically throwing gasoline on the fire. We wake up the next day in a worse situation. Of course, I wasn't eating the cookies and drinking the alcohol as a relation to stress. I was in a social situation and everybody else was doing it. Yeah, if everybody else jumped off a bridge, would I do it? That depends, But the bottom line is that now here comes New Year's resolution. Here comes the holidays are behind us, and okay, I'm going to clean up my act and eat more vegetables and get rid of all the sugar and be a healthier, happier me. But we're all going to come back here again. The spring will come, and holidays and vacations, and that's okay. Falling off the wagon, if that's how you want to phrase it, is okay. It's the rest of the time. It's that 90% of your life that you're not spending on vacation or during a holiday and things like that, that really matters. So, I'm getting back on track here. Really focusing on nutrient-dense foods, healthy proteins and healthy fats, carbohydrates that are not inflammatory and a problem, so more starchy roots and tubers, and those types of food items. So I just wanted to kind of share with you, my little holiday adventure. Didn't really gain any weight, but I certainly don't have the energy. I certainly don't have, I've been sleeping a little heavier and a little bit groggier in the morning. I feel a little bit more hungover, non-alcohol related hungover, and I'm looking to shake it. So a couple more days of some clean living, and I'm hoping to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed once again. So, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Please, share your story. Tell me what your struggles are, and let's work on these things together. When it comes to the healthcare community and, the community that we're here to serve, there's no separation. We're all the same. the best healthcare providers, your personal trainers, your dietitians, you name it, we all have our challenges. And so we're just the ones that have kind of decided to step up and help motivate others to make healthier choices. So let's be a community, let's help each other out, let's be honest with each other, and let's be happier and healthier together. All right, so again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.